what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rico and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna go over phone flipping using Facebook ads, okay, and how that can really scale your business. So you know how we do, let's jump right into it. So I see this topic a lot and it's one that people really want to know, okay? And first, before we talk about how you can use it to get more leads, we got to bring the people up to speed who might not know about Facebook ads. So let's do that real briefly. All right, so long story short, if you have a Facebook account, you've been scrolling up and down your timeline and you've seen an ad pop up, right? Usually you see them from big companies and it's just like any other ad you would see anywhere else. They come in the form of videos, images. It's rarely just text. Companies actually pay Facebook to blast their ad to a lot of people, all right? And here's the beauty of it, and it's also what makes paid advertising so powerful, okay? And that is that they're usually targeted to a certain type of person, meaning you can choose who sees the ads, okay? And that's real powerful. All right, so let's jump right into costs now, and also how those costs work. I'm gonna break that down too. So, all right, first and foremost, you have to know that the cost of an ad actually varies, all right? There's also several factors. For instance, the ad duration. How long do you want this ad to run? How many people do you want to reach? All these play a part in the cost of an ad. Second, if you're not a designer, I highly suggest that you pay for some professional graphic design when it comes to getting an ad made. It is very important that your ad looks professional or you're literally just throwing money away, all right? Now that we got the cost out of the way, let's break down the factors of the cost. It's important that you understand how exactly it works if you don't know anything about Facebook ads or paid ads, period, okay? So for the ad duration, it's self-explanatory, honestly. How long do you want it to run? For me, I always recommend doing 7 days, a whole week, and I'll tell you why. I always personally suggest that you just do 7 days, okay? Now, some people with the appropriate budget can do a full month, all right? The longer you run an ad, the more effective. That's pretty simple. From my experience, the idea isn't just to grab somebody's attention once or twice and have them take action the very first time, although that would be ideal. The goal is to be in front of somebody's eyes consistently for a set period of time, okay? It's sort of like beating it into their head metaphorically. Now, where the real price comes in is the reach, all right? That's where you're actually paying. That's what you pay for. You pay more if you want to reach 100K people than if you wanted to reach, 10K people. You can set an ad to run for a week and target 10,000 people. Or you can set an ad to run for 2 days and target 10K people. You see what I mean? You can even do it based on what you want to spend. So for instance, you can set your ad to run 7 days, $20 total in all. You see what I'm saying? And that's actually a good testing number as far as testing with 20 bucks. All right, so now that you're up to speed, let's jump right into the different types of ads that perform. And I mostly use Facebook ads to get phones and get leads like that. So that's what I'm gonna cover today. We've talked about it several times on our phone flipping journey here on this channel, so you already know what I'm about to say pretty much. I took my cash for phones graphic and I used it for an ad, okay? And here's what I learned about it as well. And I want you to just take this and consider it. Don't take what I'm saying to the bank. I want you to try your own set of rules or whatever. I'm just giving you mine as maybe something to start with. From my experience, Facebook ads, pictures, whatever, with a lot of text on them didn't perform as well as others. So what I did was basically try to tell the story of that visually, if that makes sense to you. And so instead of cash for your phones real big on the graphic, I took that off and I just had a broken phone and then a hand with the phone. And I'll include links at the bottom so you can see what I'm talking about. And on the actual text area of the post, most people call it the caption area. I call it the post area or whatever. That's where I put my cash for phone message, okay? And my message, honestly, it was really quick. It was just, hey, Dallas Fort Worth, if you're in need of holiday cash and have old or broken devices laying around, hit me up for a free estimate. Hey, what's going on? Real quick, I want to ask if I'm providing you any value. If you can, subscribe to this channel, man. Like this video and comment. Let me know what you think. That would mean a lot to me. Back to what y'all came to see. And where I got people, honestly, was the free estimate, because whenever you offer something free, people are flocking. It don't matter what it is. Now, there's actually data that suggests that videos outperform any other content on any social platform, period. And of course, the same is true for Facebook ads. Here's the kicker though. Performance and ad effectiveness are two totally different things. Videos have to grab attention and keep attention, right? They have to be perfect. Facebook users, they aren't like YouTube users, okay? You're not on Facebook to watch a long video, honestly. So you really only have a short time to even make your point. So I found with my 7-day strategy that still images work the best for me. However, try videos. I seen a video ad that was perfect. It was the broken phone was sitting there in view, and then it just turned into a pile of cash. And I know a lot of people responded to that ad. So think about it like this though, and I think it'll help you realize something that I did without maybe having to try video. An image you don't want to see on Facebook will actually stick with you longer than a video that you don't want to see on Facebook will. And why? Simply because you have no choice but to at least see the image, okay? With the video, you can avoid hitting play, you can avoid watching it, period. But you can't avoid seeing an image, all right? So that's why, like I said, that was just why I felt like how I made it logical in my mind. Once again, you try it and come up with your own conclusion, because that's what it's all about, is getting your own feel for the game. All right, so now that we know what type of ads we need to post, as far as what they need to look like, what they need to say, all that type of good stuff. Now let's talk about the most important part of paid ads, which is targeting. So when you're targeting an audience, here's one piece of marketing gold that will not only help you in this, but help you with any aspect of any business, any marketing, anything you're doing, okay? Something that is targeted to everybody is for nobody. Now, I will be honest, that's a little less true with what we're doing, because there's a wide range of people with iPhones who are willing to sell them. But you still need to target down to a targeted group of people and not just a broad group of people, because once again, targeting a broad amount of people is really you just literally giving money away. With that being said, here's how I used to target my audience. All right, so first I would narrow it down to my local area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, and that actually narrowed it down quite a bit, because it started at millions of people and it's still millions, but it's not as many millions. So that narrows it down a lot. Secondly, I excluded people under 21 but over 50. And once again, don't use my numbers. Try it for yourself. It might be different for you. So once again, my numbers are just a starting point for somebody who absolutely has no clue, but I highly suggest that you try it yourself. Get your own numbers. And let me give you the reason for my numbers, okay? I personally feel like most, okay, not all, but most people under 21 weren't really even allowed to sell their devices. A lot of them were on plans with their parents, and their parents didn't know that they were selling the device. And so for me, I said, okay, no more people under 21. And the reason why 50 was my cutoff is honestly, I had never had any interaction with anybody over the age of 50 looking to sell their device, okay? Now, once again, you should test that for yourself. My assumption on why is because honestly, as far as, especially with the broken phones, is honestly people over 50 take care of their devices. That's my assumption. Third, this is what I did. I narrowed it by interest, okay? This is where you're gonna hit your sweet spot as far as finding who your audience is and who you're targeting. So you can add or exclude certain interests in your whole targeting realm, okay? So you can say, okay, this person lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. This person is between 21 and 50 years old, and this person is interested in the company Apple. Then you could turn around and say, this person is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 21 to 50, and you can exclude people in that realm that are interested in phone flipping or any company associated with phone flipping. And see, what that would do is take away this ad being shown to people like us, who obviously aren't interested in, in that. So that's how you can just sort of get narrow. And like I said, try other things. As far as interest, you can try adding tech magazines, people who are interested in Forbes. Just, you get what I'm saying. You can narrow it down to where you're getting a really targeted group of people, and you're not just throwing the money away, and you're not just throwing a blind shot into the dark. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly who these people are, and I promise you that's going to give you a better return on your ad money. Overall, you see what I mean. You got to get somewhat specific to the type of person that you're looking for, and I promise you the ad will get to them, and you will get, at least I would say for me, I got like 10 to 15 people a week that were just ready to sell their phone and who had seen my ad and, you know, was in that demographic of people that I wanted to work with. And you can do the same. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for tonight, man. If you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to hit me up. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Even if I don't respond instantly, I will respond. I want to ask, if you like my content, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. That tells the algorithm that your boy is working really hard, so please do that. The Cowboys lost tonight, so I really am going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Thank y'all. Let's get it.